You know what? I feel like South Africans have their best interest at heart when it comes to Munaka. Hi, guys, this girl is loved. Anyway, hello, this is All Things Entertainment. My name is Mpumelelo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, people have been calling out for Munaka to leave Piano Pulse, right? Especially after this thing yaga risen. And no, it started maybe way back, but it was fueled when bambangisa ama-gig and stuff bazomthuka two old men nje babhizi bathukana nomntwana and casting out using stupid names and whatever. And then after that came the reason thing. People were just like, Munaka, you're too big for this podcast. Like, imagine, I've never heard anybody say anyone is too big for the Podcast and Chill network. Not even so. Unless I've been living under a rock, I've never seen comments or people saying, so you're too big for this podcast, you need to leave. No. People have just been so concerned about Munaka, and they were like, this podcast is going to ruin your brand, the brand you're trying so hard to build. And some people just felt like Munaka was too matured for Piano Pulse, and also the language that was used there. And you know what? I feel like in a way, maybe the podcast network did fuel Ishington. Maybe they did pour into her brand, because I mean, like, that podcast network is so big, right? So I'm sure maybe other brands approached her after they've seen her there. I am not saying that that's how she gained her fame, because I know that she was Munaka before Piano Pulse. But let's all be honest, Piano Pulse did add some spice, chili sinyana to say, okay, we're elevating your brand. So now people are just like, if you are working with brands and you're too brand conscious like that, you can't work for a podcast like Podcast and Chill, because lapha kufuneka about I don't care. But then I'm like, Saul is kind of a brand, because I mean, he works for Kaya FM. I'm sure there's a certain way he's expected to act and talk and whatever, but clearly not. And some other people are assuming that maybe brands were like, girl, if you still want the bag, then quit that podcast. But we don't know. All we can do right now is assume until we see maybe in a few months or in a few weeks when Munaka announces something new to say, actually, I left because of this. But also my other question is, yinle e big ezayo if ikhona, because the Podcast and Chill network just signed a new deal with MultiChoice. Their things are going on Mzansi Wetu and Mzansi Magic. So what is bigger than that? Being on YouTube and being on DSTV simultaneously? But you know what? If she took a decision that is like aligns with her brand, I'm like, girl, do you? So high. People believe in you. This shows you that whatever you do, you have tons of people that will be supporting you. She says she prayed about this. She says this is not her decision. God has spoken to her. Maybe God was like, girl, leave that place. But you know what? Above it all, I'm just happy that she left. Okay, but maybe among the things that she'll be doing in future, or something that she's already launched, maybe this is one of the reasons she is going out of Piano Pulse. Remember, or if you did not know, she has launched something called, it's a digital show. It's called The Sports Scene with Munaka on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So this show is supposed to be taking fans inside the heart of South Africa's most exciting sporting events, capturing game energy through the eyes of the crowd. Yes, I am reading this because as I was talking, I'm like, no, man, I remember I saw something about Munaka launching something. So maybe this is where all her energy is going to go into. So yeah, we don't know. Let's just wait and see. Anywho, congratulations to Munaka. We wish her the best for her future endeavors, and we're looking forward to see what your brand has next. And I'm happy that she did not put money first, because she was like, my brand is being tarnished here and I am just going to leave. And people are just out here saying, oh yeah, Mac G saw this coming. Mac G is gonna be like, I told you guys. Obviously he's gonna say that he's Mac G. But anyway, Munaka girl, go out there, win big. We will be supporting your brand. We, them, us. Okay, cool. Whatever. Hi, bye. Thank you for listening.